So as always, the first thing with these longer questions, these geometry questions, is to read it carefully and make sure all of my information is on my diagram. So the diagram shows a pyramid with a rectangular base PQRS. PQ is 16, that's on the diagram, QR is 10. M is the midpoint of the line PR, so I've written that PM equals MR, so this length is this length. The vertex T is vertically above M, that's where this 90 degrees comes from then, and MT equals 15 centimetres, so that's already on the diagram. The question then says calculate the size of the angle between TP, that line, and the base PQRS, so I need to label that angle. And the angle between TP and the base, so it's going to be the angle between TP and PM, so it's this angle here, X. It's probably also worth reminding ourselves the answer should be correct to 1 decimal place, so we need to bear that in mind for later on. If I was thinking backwards, if I wanted to find this angle, what would I need? Well, if I've got this length and it's a right angle triangle here, then it would be great to have PM, because if I had PM, then I could say that 15 divided by PM is tan x, and then I could calculate x. So the first thing I need to do is calculate PM, but I can't get there directly. I'm going to try and calculate PR first, and then halve it, because I know that PR is twice PM. So how do I calculate PR? Well, I'm going to start with triangle PRQ, and I've drawn it underneath here, just with it from a top view, and this is actually a right angle triangle. There's a right angle in this corner here. In angle PQR is 90 degrees because PQRS is a rectangle. We're given that in the question. So I've now got a right angle triangle with two of the sides, and I need to find the hypotenuse. Well, that should be very straightforward. So PR squared is 16 squared plus 10 squared by Pythagoras' theorem, so that's 356. So I put that into PR then is the square root of that, and I put it in the calculator, and it helpfully gives me 2 root 89. So that's what PR is. So back on my original diagram, that length there, PR, is 2 root 89. So PM is going to be half of that. So PM is a half of PR, which is a half of 2 root 89, so it's just root 89. So then I can look at triangle PMT, and I've drawn it out again, PMT. I've got PM is root 89, TM is 15, and this angle is the one we're looking for, is X. And I can now apply simple trigonometry. So I've got, from this angle here, the hypotenuse is PT, which I don't have. I've got opposite is 15 and adjacent is PM, which is root 89. So I've got opposite and adjacent, I want to use tan. So tan X equals opposite over adjacent. So to get X, I take the inverse tan of 15 over root 89, and I put that in my calculator, and I get 57.83289 ... It keeps going. So we just need to round it. I go back to my question, check. Remember we read this at the beginning. I need to give my answer correct to 1 decimal place. And so I've got X equals 57.8 degrees to 1 decimal place.